To increase your confidence and ability to communicate at a higher level takes practice and a larger vocabulary. By learning just a few words each week along with their definitions, proper usage, synonyms, antonyms, and variations will help you improve your correct use of each new word as long as you make sure to use it in conversation as soon and as often as possible. A few quick reminders. Make sure to watch until the end of this video for this week's language challenge. Please consider subscribing and ding that notification bell to let you know when the next Power Word video is uploaded so you can continue expanding your vocabulary. This week's Power Words are ardent, contempt, and blatant. The first word you can learn in about a minute is ardent. 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 A basic definition of ardent is showing great passion, urgent interest, desire, enthusiasm, and/or loyalty for something or someone. Examples of ardent as an adjective when used in a sentence sounds like this. My ardent support for you to learn more words is a labor of love to teach and share. He became an ardent admirer for her humility, her performance, and her good manners, especially in stressful situations. The moment they started playing, you could see the ardent enthusiasm the team had to win the game. There are many synonyms or similar words for ardent. Some of these synonyms are passionate, intense, enthusiastic, resolute, loyal, and dedicated. There are also many antonyms or opposites for ardent. Some of these antonyms are uninterested, dull, indifferent, apathetic, passionless, and unattached. Other word forms from ardent are ardently and ardency. When ardently, an adverb is used in a sentence, it sounds like this. It was impressive to see how focused she was at completing her work as ardently as anyone I'd ever seen before. Hopefully, we all ardently believe that positive thoughts and consistent actions will bring about a healthier society. When ardency, a noun, is used in a sentence, it sounds like this. The children played with such ardency that even the teachers joined in on the game. I do not apologize for my ardency of my passion to share stories and examples of how to improve the process of learning. The second word to learn this week is contempt. A basic definition of contempt is the act of despising or feeling the lack of respect towards someone or something in a way that is willful disobedience towards authority figures, especially in a court of law. Examples of contempt as a noun when used in a sentence sounds like this. The judge had to explain to the young defendant that his contempt for following the law would become very expensive if he continued on his course of action. The teacher hoped that his students' contempt for studying would change as he proved to them that good grades could help earn scholarships to help pay for college. The organization's contempt for following the law was quite evident in their words and behavior. There are many synonyms or similar words for contempt. Some of these synonyms are disrespect, disdain, mockery, dislike, snobbery, and defiance. There are also many antonyms or opposites for contempt. Some of these antonyms are respect, affection, love, humility, concern, and obedience. Other word forms from contempt are contemptuous, contemptible, and contemptuously. When contemptuous, an adjective is used in a sentence, it sounds like this. He was openly contemptuous of loudmouth politicians who raise their voices in fists in an attempt to create more divisive rhetoric. Her contemptuous smile was an attempt at hiding her embarrassment at being in the wrong. When contemptible, another adjective is used in a sentence. It sounds like this. Instead of pointing out the positives, the politician seemed determined to be reelected by creating a divisive message that was absolutely contemptible. On many occasions, the words and actions were contemptible to any person with common sense and self-respect. When contemptuously, an adverb is used in a sentence, it sounds like this. She would often glare at him contemptuously in an attempt to gain his attention. He clenched his jaw shut, contemptuously restraining himself from saying something that would get him in even more trouble. The third word to learn this week is blatant. 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 A basic definition of blatant is when something is very obvious and intentional and can sometimes be viewed as negative, offensive, or even vulgar. Examples of blatant as an adjective when it's used in a sentence sounds like this. The player showed a blatant disregard for the rules and continued to be penalized. The politician told a blatant lie to the reporters who demanded answers on his latest scandal. The bright flashing lights were a blatant indicator of the dangerous road ahead. There are many synonyms or similar words for blatant. Some of these synonyms are obvious, flagrant, glaring, harsh, pronounced, and striking. There are also many antonyms or opposites for blatant. Some of these antonyms are subtle, vague, unnoticeable, unobtrusive, inconsequential, and trivial. Other word forms from blatant are blatantly and blatantness. When blatantly, an adverb is used in a sentence, it sounds like this. The advertisement was blatantly clear to what was on sale this week. It was blatantly clear that the flight was being delayed due to severe weather. When blatantness, a noun, is used in a sentence, it sounds like this. The crowd burst out in laughter at the blatantness of the comedian's rather crude but funny stories of what happened on his vacation. You would think that some people who have nothing positive to say would at least limit the pure blatantness of their agitating and insightful words. To combine all three words, ardent, contempt, and blatant, into one sentence sounds like this. The defendant's blatant words showed the judge that he was ardent in the belief that his actions and convictions were in contempt of previous warnings to follow the law or suffer the consequences. If you found this video to be helpful, please give it a blatant thumbs up to show your support and share it with your friends so you have someone to practice with while increasing your vocabulary and communication skills. Here's this week's language challenge question, a riddle. Listen carefully. How can a person go 8 days without sleeping? Post your answer in the comments below. And remember that my goal is that your success is the goal. I'll see you online soon.